Guys, let's be honest, hedge trimming, it kind of sucks. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips to make it suck a little bit less. We're going to talk about things you need to do before you start hedge trimming, tips to make it easier while you're hedge trimming, and at the end, I'm going to show you some things that we do to make cleanup way easier. If you're struggling doing hedge trimming, stay tuned. Okay, now this may seem obvious, but we are going to take nothing for granted and start at the beginning. You have to have the right equipment, okay? Talking about eyes and ears, we want to have hearing protection. I got my my foam inserts in my ears right now, and then also eye protection. And something else, guys, a lot of people don't think about, but it is this right here. If you know what I'm talking about, dude. If you've been starting a hedge trimming job, and all of a sudden you run into a pack of those little wasps, and all of a sudden your hedge trim is shut down because you got wasps stinging you everywhere. Look, it's completely miserable whenever that happens. Keep Rake on board, okay? It is a lifesaver whenever you actually need it. Now let's actually talk about the actual work itself and how we can cut down on some of the labor of actually doing the job. Let me show you the 2 pieces of equipment that I use to tackle pretty much any job. Okay, number 1 here is a mid-size hedge trimmer. This is the steel, the HL45. Now this serves 2 purposes for us. I can do mid-sized stuff as well as do small bushes, okay? It's really the best of both worlds. I can get down, do small bushes by just holding this right here, and also it allows me to do some bigger bushes with extended reach, okay? So if you are just starting out, I'd say something mid-range like this right here would be perfect as your first set. Okay, whenever you're ready to up the ante a little bit, you can get something like this right here. This is articulating hedge trimmers. And this right here, guys, it does work. But I have found that this right here is a money maker, guys. It allows you to take on bushes like this up here by simply changing the angle, giving them a nice little haircut, keeps you off ladders. It's so much more convenient than having to step up on a step stool with smaller hedge trimmers. So again, we use the small, the mid-range size, and then something big right here. And if you have those 2 sets, there's pretty much, that's gonna cover pretty much all your bases for what you would need for hedge trimming. Okay, anytime that you can keep from bending over, that's what you wanna do. You wanna keep these things relatively close to your body, into your core, and use like this rather than all arms, okay? It's a lot easier to turn your waist with a tight core than it is to try and do all of this mess right here. So any opportunity that you get to conserve your arm strength, do that by this rocking motion right here. Okay, so the next thing is whenever we're trimming the tops, what I like to do is if you're able to get in a comfortable position like this, then use the trimmer this way rather than extending yourself out. Again, it saves your shoulders. So what we want to do is if we're able to find a way that we can get these things in a comfortable position and use our body like this, it's much easier than reaching out and doing this number right here on the hedges. But the key to this, guys, is keep your shoulders and everything from being overextended. These muscles are really small. They wear out very, very quickly. Keep it into your waist. Even with these big ones, is to not get overextended with them. Keep them in close to your body. Do them like this right here, and then change the angle as needed, okay? Keep the equipment locked into your core. Save your shoulders when you really need them. Now look, you can get a rake all this stuff up into a trash can, and one tip that I'll give you is use a square trash can. rather than a circular one. Square lays really, really flat. It's easier to rake that stuff into. But what I like to do is that right there. Okay, just like that, the majority of the clumps of it is up. You can take the blower, blow the rest of it up underneath the bushes, finish the job like that. If you want to know how to price your hedge trimming, you don't know how to do that, check this video out right here. That will tell you exactly how we go about pricing our hedge trimming work. Hope this helps somebody out. So have the right equipment. Make sure that you are saving your shoulders whenever you're actually doing the work. And then use a bagger to clean up, or a square trash can if you haven't got a bagger yet.